I'm sorry, no cringe intro this time. I'm in a hurry. I have important business to take care of. So without further ado, this is every fall 2020 anime worth watching in 5 minutes. I think. I mean, I'm still recording it, so I don't know how long it will actually. Jujutsu Kaisen is an anime set in a world where curses exist, but people are unaware of this since they are not visible to the naked eye. Our protagonist is just an average high schooler like everyone else. Very normal, except for the fact that he can run 50 meters in 3 seconds and is able to easily break most athletic world records. You know, standard protagonist stuff. One day, his friends from the occult club stumble across this cursed rotten finger, accidentally summoning this big demon monster and are now in dire need of saving. You know, standard side character stuff. A lot happens after this, but I don't want to say it too much because I don't want to spoil it for you, even if it's just from the first 2 episodes. This show has a very solid premise and is really well executed on top of that. I'm not surprised to see that this is the most popular new anime this season.
Oh, yay!
Majo no Tabi Tabi is a good fantasy anime. Just that, a good, normal fantasy anime. This show doesn't try anything new or ambitious, and doesn't have some kind of weird gimmick all these mass-produced isekai shows do. But that's exactly what's so good about it. While others try way too hard to be different, to stand out, this show keeps it simple. Majo no Tabi Tabi doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, and as a result, ironically enough, feels like a breath of fresh air within these clouds of smoke left behind by the isekai factories. Noblesse? More like no, yes. Noblesse is the third webtoon ex Crunchyroll production, with Tower of God being somewhat decent and the God of High School ending up being pretty mediocre. I honestly don't recommend you watch this show. Especially considering that, judging by the first episode alone, this is by far the worst of the 3. So far, I don't have a single good thing to say about this show. At all. I'm not kidding. Personally, I don't read a lot of manga, but I'm actually one of the 12 people who have read the Tonicaku Kawaii manga. One day I just sat in my chair and thought, damn, I'm craving wholesome manga right now. So, like anyone else would do, I went to our Wholesome Enemies, looked for the first manga screenshot I could find, asked for the sauce, and read the entire thing. Tonicaku Kawaii definitely delivers in the wholesome department, but even if the first episode makes it look like things might be progressing a bit too fast, it's actually very light on the plot development. It's a very wholesome show and is sure to put a smile on even the most depressed pieces of shit. But nothing happens. It's cute though, and something doesn't have to be very plot heavy to be enjoyable. But nothing happens. 10 out of 10, anime of the season. Oh wow, there's another love life. Anyway, how long do they plan on milking this shit? First time was good, a second time, sure, but a third time? Come on man, at least put in some effort and get rid of that shitty fucking CG. We all know you have the budget to do so. These glow sticks don't pay for themselves. Keep in mind that I'm not just some Love Live hater. This is coming from a guy who used to play School Idol Festival religiously. So when I tell you that this is just another blatant cash grab, it actually means something. Kami-sama ni Natohi, or the day I became God.
I'm God, okay?
It's an original story by the creator of Clannad, Angel Beats and Charlotte, in which one day this girl just shows up out of nowhere, claiming to be God and that the world will end in 30 days. The first episode makes it seem like it's a comedy, but given by who wrote it and the drama tag it has, I don't think that will last very long. Definitely give this a shot if you liked any of their other works. I'm running out of time here, so I'm gonna have to speedrun the rest of this video. I think. I still have to edit this, so I don't actually know if Yuko no Moriarty is not just a normal detective story. The reason being that our protagonist is none other than Moriarty himself, the antagonist in Sherlock Holmes novels. Yuko no Moriarty isn't a story about solving crimes. It's a story about committing crimes. Adachi to Shimamura is a new shoujo ai anime. In other words, it's a Yuri anime. Wait, what are you doing? At least finish watching this video before Kimi yo boku no saigo no Senjod. This is yet another Silverlink production with yet another ridiculously long name. I don't even have to tell you what it's about, just from the length of the name alone, you probably already get the gist of it. That being said, they obviously wouldn't keep making stuff like this if there wasn't a market for it, so there have to be people who are into shit like this. If that's you, you already know what to do. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. There is also a new Higurashi season, which is a big deal apparently. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I watched a single horror movie when I was 10, had nightmares afterwards, and never consumed any form of horror ever again. Damn. How I wish that was a joke. And that's it. That's a wrap. I think I may have gone over the 5-minute rule, but that's okay. I am the rules. With the winter season starting after New Year's, this fall season is the last season of the year, officially marking 2020 as the worst year for anime in a long time. To put it into perspective, Tower of God is the most popular show of this year with 423,000 members on my anime list. On the other hand, the spring season of 2016 alone has a total of 7 anime with more than 423,000 members. Sure, give it some time and Tower of God will overtake some of them eventually, but you get the point, right? Anyway, let me know if you enjoy this kind of rapid fire style video, or if you would have preferred a longer, more extensive kind of video. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing, so any kind of feedback is much appreciated. Special thanks to Tizzy, Chocobean, The Card Turner and Martijn for supporting me on Patreon this month. As always, links to my Patreon, Twitter and Twitch are in the description. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next year? Maybe? I don't know. I don't have a schedule.